Morning.
I am indeed.
He's
I'm
there.
hiding.
Oh, hello. Yeah, thought you weren't there then, because yeah.
Would you like me to go down the front so you can see my?
No, I was looking at the list of who's in the meeting. Of course, you're in the chamber. Thanks.
Sorry. If we could elect the chair.
Yeah, happy to propose Councillor Hurley.
Happy to second that.
Thank you for that. Good morning and welcome to this hybrid meeting of the Environment, Regeneration and Street Scene Services Cabinet Board on the 2nd of June 2023. I'm Councillor Jeremy Hurley and I'm the Cabinet Member for Climate Change and Economic Regeneration. A few points to cover before we move on to the next agenda item. This meeting will be recorded, so please can you ensure that your phones are switched to silent for the duration of the meeting. Can members and officers who are present in the chamber please use their microphones when speaking? When asked to raise your hand, can members who are virtually viewing this meeting raise your electronic hand? Members who are in the chamber, please raise your physical hand. Agenda item 3, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest from members today based on the items included on the agenda? If yes, Democratic Services will forward an electronic version of the form for you to complete.
I can see no hands raised. There's no declarations, Chair.
Thank you for that. Agenda item 4, minutes from the previous meeting. The minutes from the meeting held on the 3rd of March 2023 are included on the agenda for approval. They're on pages 5 to 16. Does any member have any comments to make on the accuracy of either sets of minutes?
I can see no hands raised. There's no comments or on accuracy, Chair.
Please can I have a proposer and seconder to approve the minutes?
Happy to propose that.
Happy to second, Chair.
The minutes have been approved, Chair.
Agenda item 5, forward work programme. Forward work programme. The forward work programme is here for noting on pages 17 to 18 of your agenda pack. Jane, do you have anything to add?
No, Chair. It's continually been updated, so we'll just note it today.
Thank you. Agenda item 6, public question time. We have received no notifications from the public to speak at today's meeting. Agenda item 7, list of approved contractors. The report is on pages 19 to 32 and it's here for decision. Do officers have any further comments on the report?
No further comments, Chair.
Thank you. Members, any questions?
I can see none, Chair.
Thank you. I now refer members to the recommendation on page 21 of the circulated agenda pack. I propose, if I could have a seconder, please.
I'll second, Chair.
Members, if you do not indicate the contrary by raising your hands, I will assume that you are in favour of the recommendation.
I can see no hands raised, Chair, so that item's been approved.
Agenda item 8, the B4242 Pontynydd Bourne Road and High Street revocation, prohibition of waiting, loading and unloading at any time, and prohibition of waiting on footway at any time, Order 2023. The report is on pages 33 to 46 and it's here for decision. Do officers have any further comments on the report?
The only comment I would make, Chair, is it has been through a number of consultation exercises and we've taken on board the community's feedback as far as possible. A very needy project, and after if there's a positive decision today, obviously we will implement it as soon as possible with a view to managing the traffic in Pontynydd village there at the waterfall country. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you for the additional information and thank you for all the work that's gone into it as well. Members, any questions?
I can see none, Chair.
I now refer members to the recommendation on page 36 of the circulated agenda pack. If I could have a proposer and a seconder, please.
Happy to propose, Chair.
Happy to second, Chair.
Members, if you do not indicate the contrary by raising your hands, I will assume that you are in favour of the recommendation.
I can see no hands raised, Chair, so that item's been approved.
Agenda item 9, to consider the recommendations of the Task and Finish Group on Parking Option Review Report 2023. The report is on pages 47 to 72 and it's here for information. I'd just like to thank the Task and Finish Group for all the work that's been put in there and the officers as well. Do officers have any further comments on the report?
Only to say it was a very positive exercise, Chair. There were some good ideas that came out of the Task and Finish group, and my understanding is that there are some parallel work streams that may come forward in the scrutiny work programme that can be considered as separate exercises. So we had to keep it quite focused, but a good exercise. We just need to deliberate over the detail of the recommendations now to share with members in advance of bringing to the next board.
Thank you again for the additional information and thanks for the work put into it again. Members, any questions?
I can see no questions, Chair.
I now refer members to the recommendation on page 36 of the circulated, as previously mentioned, the report is for information purposes. Therefore, we note the report. A response will be prepared and forwarded to the chair of the scrutiny committee also. Okay. Agenda item 10, urgent items. I have no urgent items today. Agenda item 11, access to meetings, exclusion of the public. Members, at this point, we have to consider the information contained within the private reports. Are members in agreement to move into the private session? If I could have a proposer and a seconder, please.
Happy to propose. Yeah.
Happy to second, Chair.
Members, if you don't indicate the contrary by raising your hands, I will assume that you are in favour of moving into private session.
I can see no indications to the contrary, Chair, so we will now move into private session.
Jane, please confirm that the